What's going on? I'm Whit, and the year of the GMT continues into 2024. I've got inside the new Pagani Design PD-1784. Let's rip it up. Free gift. I think it might be under here. You think? Ooh. Wow, that's vivid. Let's get it out and check it out. A micro adjust tool. Wow. Got to get the wrap off of this to see the whole thing, but that's a great looking package, huh? Black dial with a green bezel. Of course, paying homage to the Spirit Zulu time. Well, look what you've gone and done, Pagani. That is a good looking version of this watch. Just a crisp dial. And I think they're going to win over a lot of new fans by having that logo only on the dial instead of the signature as well. Man, you can see this double dome sapphire crystal is really reflecting the light. It's hard to get you a clean shot, if you will, but I'll keep trying. Man, that looks great. Let's wind it up and see what she's got going for. This is an NH34 on the inside, so obviously, again, the year of the GMT started last year. A big part of that was due to Seiko releasing this NH34 version of their movement. And see, it threads easily as well. Good. So that continues on into 2024 because it's still going to be a viable option. There is just a lot of potential with this movement and people that enjoy GMTs to have a nice, affordable automatic GMT in the collar or office GMT like this is. And if you're unfamiliar, what that means is the GMT hand is movable in hour increments. This does not have a date, you'll notice. So there is a ghost position on the for the date, because normally with this movement you'd rotate it counterclockwise and that would change the date. I can feel the clicks here. You can't hear them, but then going clockwise you'll see that GMT hand will now move in hour increments, slaved to the hour hand there. So if you know what I'm talking about, let me line it up on the hour. And there now you see that it is on the hour at 6 or 12, if you will, if you're using the 24-hour readout on the GMT bezel. Yeah, let's move those hands just a little more to our favorite spot. And again, nice threading. That closes up easily, so good job. Signed crown, by the way. So you've got that Pagani Design logo. And then while we're here, we'll look at that side profile. That brushing looks pretty nice. Very familiar having that horizontal brushing and that polished chamfer there, and then you got radial brushing on the top. Doesn't really match up with the end link. I don't know if I really like that look because you've got this vertical brush here and then the radial brush on the lug. So kind of a mismatch, but I guess for some, they wouldn't think anything of it. I could probably get used to it, but right off the bat, it kind of catches my eye as a mismatch. But I really love that bezel. Look, you can see that double dome sapphire crystal popping up just above it. And then you see the slope down of the bezel. And nice knurling. That looks like it's very grippable. While we're talking about it, let's go ahead and give it a turn. 120 clicks. It's got a nice tight ratchet. Oh, and it's unidirectional. Oh, Pagani. Missed opportunity. I just feel like a 24-hour bezel should be bi-directional. You want to be able to turn that thing quickly in either direction. So kind of a bummer there. But the good news is appears to line up everywhere. And it feels really good. That was easy to grip too. I guess the way that knurling is, it kind of sits on the edge. So, you know, if you grab the top edge of the bezel, you're getting some of that knurling too. It's very easy to grip. You want to hear it? Yeah, very nice. And it appears to be a ceramic bezel insert. Love the colors. Man, everything looks really nice on this. That The black is jet black. I'm trying to see if the black has any sunray. Doesn't look like it does. Because on the, at least the mock-up shots that are on online, it almost looked like it was a sunray dial, but this looks like it's flat to me. And as a little correction to what I said earlier in the video, you can see under macro and with low light that there is a bit of a sunray dial there. Just looks more of a flat black under bright light, but you can see definitely a little bit of texture here. Very, very fine in the low light conditions. Man, and look at all the details they have. Great looking gold colored handset, and look at the touches of gold all on the dial too. With the surround of the numerals, and then see that ring that heads out on the inner portion of the minute track. You're catching the light reflecting there by the 9 and by the seconds hand. I like that. Looks slick. That's a really nice look. And again, we just see their logo at the top by the 12 spot, and then down below we've got GMT in orange to match the GMT hand. And speaking of which, look how that GMT hand stretches all the way out to that chapter ring instead of just hitting like, shorter ones that hit the numerals. I like that look. That's nice. Then you've got something kind of unique here, 20 bar / 200 meters. Usually you see that written in meters and feet, or, just one or the other, 200 meters or 20 ATM. Don't really see 20 bar often, and don't see it with 200 meters as well, but all right. Trying something different, I guess. And then automatic. I really like that font that it's in, too. Looks pretty new age. And this is a 316L stainless steel case and bracelet. And I noticed when I was taking the wrap off the bracelet that it feels very silky. This might be an improved bracelet, but feels good, looks even better. And you notice that was a screw down crown and a screw down case back as well, which is a display case back. I left a sticker just for you. Oh, this is going to be a good one. Oh, tasty. I like what they've done with the case back. So it's brushed here on the top side, and then on that edge, you've got a bit of polish, and there is script on each. So you see there, Pagani Design on the brushed part, and then PD-1784, caliber NH34. And then we've got stainless steel. I guess that's the only thing that's on the polished part. Because then over here, water resistant 200 meters. So yeah, just that section there, but still, that looks nice. Back to the bracelet, you've got a Pagani Design logo on the fold-over safety latch, and then a double push-button release to reveal a milled scissor, and it looks to be just a pressed clasp on this portion, and 3 micro adjusts. You got high polish on the sides and push pins for sizing your bracelet. Let's see how everything measures out. Okay, we got a 40 millimeter case diameter, 20 millimeter lug width, and a lug-to-lug of 47 millimeters, and a thickness of 14 millimeters from the bottom of the case back to the top of that double dome sapphire crystal. And the crown measures 6.5 millimeters in diameter, and it weighs 150 grams with all links on the supplied bracelet. Well, I'm curious to see what the lume is like on this watch, because that's always been kind of a downfall of Pagani in the past. And this one says it has C3, at least on this colorway, so let's check it out. Nah, I think it's still going to be the old Pagani lume. Yeah, I mean, it's fading very quickly and didn't even start off all that bright. So you can see the handset appears to be a little brighter than the numerals on the dial and on the bezel. It seems like it's lasting, staying a little brighter a little longer. The others have faded very quickly, so definitely not up to par on the lume game. Here's C3 in a Veyer A5 tactical field. Not really fair because this is a much more expensive watch, but this is 25 layers of C3. So you see here the Pagani on its right, not that bright. All right, it's try-on time, but today I'm also wearing another GMT. This is the Van Banner Adroit. These are sold out now, sorry, but hey, follow Van Banner if you like to see some great designs. They've always got some cool watches, and they always sell out. So definitely check out Van Banner for the future. Ooh, yeah. Not sized for me yet, but that's on my 8-inch wrist. Love these colors. Man, you know, I'm not really a gold fan usually, but when it's done right, I really like it. And this has just got a great color combination with that black dial, the kind of old radium looking numerals, and then the gold surround and the gold handset, and then that green bezel too. So great color combination here. So these just came out. The Pagani Design PD-1784, an automatic GMT using the Seiko NH34 movement. There's no date on this dial though, and again this is paying homage to the Spirit Zulu time. However, that original watch is a true or traveler's GMT, and it comes in at over $3,100 US. Now, the good news for this budget watch version, you're going to be able to pick this up for quite a lot less than that. Now, the listing price is $195, but good news is there's coupons during the winter sale on AliExpress, and that brings it down to about $173. And I've also got a code listed in the description down below to get another $20 off. So $153 your final price US dollars for an automatic GMT with the Seiko movement. I think that's a great price for this watch. You don't find GMTs much cheaper than that, and everything else seems to be pretty good other than that lume. You saw that was kind of really the only disappointing factor, but this bezel's got a great oh well, and the bezel. Okay, but still 153 is still good. I'd love to see a bi-directional bezel on this, but again, the brushwork, the case, the sapphire crystal, the 200 meters of water resistance. The original's only got 100. But yeah, I mean, man, that's a pretty good looking watch. And again, I think that a lot of people are going to be into the fact that they've done this before too. There's other watches. The fact that they only used their logo on the watch instead of the signature. I think that will appeal to a lot more people, whether they're Pagani fans or not. What are your thoughts on this one? Hit me up down below, and maybe check out this video next. I'm Whit with so many watches, so little time and money.